Rock Zone. Kawon J.
DJ Kawon. It's the group, homie. The mixtape show. The mixtape show.
Yeah, it's all good. It's all good.
All
Just
right,
dive in.
let's dive in, man. It's the mixtape show back here, man, and checking in this week, man. We got my brother, goes by the name of the Dirty Sample, aka Old Gorilla Bones, man. We're gonna talk about the new project he just released. You know, he's back for some more revenge. And prior to that, man, first and foremost, man, welcome back to the show, brother. How you been, man? Happy.
Oh man, I'm so grateful, man. Thank you for having me, man. I'm always grateful to sit here and chat with you.
Absolutely, man. And we're gonna get into the project here in just a little bit, but let's rewind a little bit, man, because you had quite a little run so far this year on the production side. You dropped, what is it, 2 or 3? Is it the 3? You had the joint with
Man, I never
Azrael.
honestly I never remember numbers because like it's always, like by the time it gets like mixed, mastered,
Uh-huh.
and then pressed, I'm like on to like something,
Totally different. Right?
So but yeah, so
Yeah,
I think it's 3,
I think it's
maybe 4.
Yeah.
Maybe 3.
Maybe.
I don't know.
It's been a lot. It's been a lot. It's been a lot of work, man.
It's been a lot, man.
You've been
It's
putting
been a
into
lot.
work, been doing a lot of producing of MCs, which I'm always a fan of. I love it when the producer and the MC kind of do a whole project together, so you guys can kind of
Yeah, man.
be in sync with each other on the sounds and stuff like that, man. So how's that been feeling?
Yeah.
First of all, bro, is this the first time in your career you've done like this much output on the production side with different artists in one time?
No, man, it isn't. It isn't the most I've ever done. Like, but it's getting back to a flow I was in when I was younger. So, in life, there's ebbs and flows, ups and downs, and then just lately, man, it's just been a vibe. Like the universe is gifting us with a chance to make music and do what we love, and so we just been hustling, trying to do it.
Absolutely.
Put everything out.
Absolutely. And for these projects that you put out, and whenever we do the editing, I'll show the pictures and all the stuff. But for the projects that you've been putting, when the projects you've been putting out, are these stuff that you specifically did production for these projects themselves, or is it just something where you had a gang of beats and you just like, you guys pick what you want, then we can go from there?
Dude, it's always specific. Like, It's so funny, man. I rarely have, like, a beat pack to hand out.
Yeah.
Like, one of my homies that I work with now, we make beats together.
Mm-hmm.
He's, like, holding on to everything. I'm like, why are you holding on to it? Get someone on it right away.
Yeah.
But I get it. Like, I normally, like, working a full project with someone and just finding their vibe. And then that way, I'm also growing every time I make an album, right? Because I'm not just making it for me, and I'm making it for them to flow on. And some of my best work comes out trying to just like make the right sound for someone else,
Yes, yeah, absolutely. Yeah, I'm the same way, man. I don't hold on. I don't have a big hard drive full of beats. You know what I'm saying? It's kind of like whatever I don't like. Like me and my brother working on the project together now. Like those beats are something I've done here recently just for these projects, and then I was like, whatever's left over, if I put out an instrumental album, I'll do that, or if I can find an artist.
But then aren't you like, you're like they're leftovers. Like, So like maybe if someone hit them right, you know what I mean? But for the vibe that you created them for, I don't know. I'm always like, we always just keep making beats. And that's just it, man. Find your vibe.
Exactly.
And,
They'll find a way to the public, man, because I'm a big believer in just putting it out there. Let the people catch up to the work.
Yo, that's the only reason why I exist, man. Is because I was like at a certain point where it's like, man, I'm just gonna keep putting stuff out, and it took years for me to get to a point where I'm actually getting money back from music, but I'm not like, I'm not rolling in dough. I still got a job, but I have my dream job. I manage a cannabis shop, so like that's my dream job anyway. So life is good, So, but but yeah, you just keep doing what you're doing, and people, with the passion you put into that and move that forward, people fall into that,
Yep,
man. People fall
absolutely,
into it.
absolutely, man.
Yeah, man.
So, brother, man, tell us, brother, why are you back now? Because you already made beats to kill rappers too prior to this, you know what I'm
Hmm.
saying? And now you're back
That's
for
it.
more revenge, man. Why is old dirty? Why is
Oh
the
man,
segment back from dirty?
it's just like my favorite. My favorite is like the illest rap to me growing up was like
Mm-hmm.
that like New York grime, man. Like Mobb Deep was such a big part of me. Like Mobb Deep, Grave Diggers,
Mm-hmm.
like all those beats, all the Wu-Tang stuff, of course, like RZA,
Mm-hmm.
of
Mm-hmm.
course. But like Jizza shit, like all that stuff is just to me is like the what I love, and so the grimy when I'm making stuff for me, and I'm not trying to like, change the future of rap. I'm just trying to make some like
Yeah,
grimy rap, man, and that's my love, dude. So
yeah,
that revenge will continually come back because
yeah.
that's the whole idea of that.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
especially in today's times where me and you aren't concerned about what record labels want to do and commercial want to do, but
Yeah.
when they on the during the 50th anniversary they decided to put it public that hey, we may not be signing rappers anymore. You know what I'm saying? And I was
Yeah,
just
yeah,
like,
yeah.
to me, I got excited about that because I was like, dope. Now we can get all these vultures
Yeah,
out of
yeah.
the way. You know what I'm saying? That
Yeah,
we can go
yeah,
back to
yeah.
making good music and we can worry about the next
Yeah.
50 years of hip hop. You know what I mean? So I was excited
For
when I
real,
heard
man.
that.
Yeah, but you know, there is good stuff in commercial hip hop,
Hmm. Hmm.
but it's always driven by the what isn't commercial hip hop. You
Hmm.
know what I mean?
Hmm.
Like
Hmm.
cats like Griselda and that. Like when I first heard the Griselda dudes, I was like, "There's no way this is popular with
Yeah.
young kids.
Yeah.
There's no way they can like how raw this shit is."
Yeah.
Because I was like, it's like new age Wu-Tang to me, man. I was like, these guys are raw,
Hmm.
and like I mean, I don't love every beat that is put out or track they put out, but I love their music, man. They make dope music for new cats. They're killing it. But man, you're right. Wash out all the candy coated like hee haw stuff, man. Get
Yeah.
these donkeys out of the game, dude. They're flooding it.
Absolutely, man.
Yeah,
So
yeah,
what's been
man.
some of your most and I hate for you to name the babies that you love the most, but what's been the most fun that you had project wise here in the past year? So that's not your solo project. What did you
Yeah, I mean, like I really enjoyed doing like the Azrael album because
mhm,
Azzy I've known for like over 20 years at this point now,
mhm,
and we'd never done an album together. We just worked on a few tracks here and there, so
yeah,
that was enjoyable, man. Plus, he's smart, man. He's
yeah,
like that dude's like doctor smart, like
yeah,
he's dude. Like he doesn't write his raps, man. He just like sits down, figures out his verse, and then he goes, "I'm good,"
yeah,
and he goes and hits it and just like one take Jake's that shit,
yeah,
man. Like he's good at it, but
yeah,
like doing that's always fun, man, because I got to do some fun tracks, like the title track off that album with our homie Touch,
hmm,
who lives in Edmonton. That track I love, man, because it was like
that content joint,
something that
yeah,
I never thought. It's like bouncy,
yeah,
man, and
yeah,
I threw it at Azzy because I just made it during making him some other
uh
beats,
huh,
and he just scooped it, and they both just murder that track,
yeah,
right? Like it's just a fun,
yeah.
it's just like a summer joint.
And it's a
Um,
different sound from what I'm used to hearing from you too. You know what I'm saying? Because like you said, you usually
yeah,
do like
man,
the gritty joint, but when you did that, I was like, oh, he switched it up on us a little bit on this
I
joint.
like to have some fun. Yo, man, my new instrumental I'm working on is called "Love Always Wins If You Let It,"
Mm,
and it's an entire like album kind of dedicated to love,
mm-hmm,
like as in love itself, the universe itself, the
mm-hmm.
basis of all things. Like it's gonna be a good one, man. I think you're gonna dig it because it's got the vibes.
And I
It's
know
got the
I know you
it's got
dug
the
deep and
vibe.
found some nice little sounds to go with those beats.
Oh,
You know
I went
the
shopping, man. I went shopping. Yeah, yeah,
the
yeah. It was fun, man. I really, really enjoyed working on that one. But there's
absolutely.
always something new coming out, man.
Absolutely, man. So Revenge 2 is kind of picking up where we left off from the last one. That's when I got introduced to your work was the Revenge joint, and to me it picked up right off where it left off, and you killed it as usual on there. And
Man, you warm my heart with that, dude. That you get it, cause yo, I remember our last talk. I was like, yo, you get it, man,
hmm
you get it.
yeah,
And yeah, same thing. I was like, man, this is like the funnest rap album to make, man. Like
hmm
this is the type of stuff that's like got an idea to it. I can get dark with it. I can have fun with it. We can
hmm
get some other cats on it to play around on it. Like it's, and then just I love digging samples, right? And I watch so many old movies and stuff. I just chop up so much stuff on 'em.
hmm
So I just to me, it's always like a passion project to do those ones. Like
yeah,
every time I do a revenge, it's a continuation on of the story, you
yeah.
know. And
It is. It is.
eventually,
I can
we'll
see. I
find
can
what
see it being
happens.
some sort of visual comic book or something like that too. Just with the,
Oh, that'd
you
be
know what I
fun
mean?
as hell,
Just because
man.
I know the
Any
backstory of
talented artists
that. I know,
out
right?
there.
I know a couple out there. We probably link you with.
Yeah, dude.
Just because I,
Right?
I know the backstory of it. For those who don't know, from what I picked up on the backstory, it was kind of like years ago. It was a situation, not situation, but you kind of got a little burned out, right? And you just kind of
Mm.
got away from doing the fun stuff of making the music, and then revenge was
Hmm.
kind of like your resurrection as who you are now, and it's just kind of like a continuing story, man. You know what I'm saying? And
Yeah,
I
you
like what you're
nailed
doing
it,
here.
man. That's it. Yeah, it's coming back from the dead because you know you gotta every time you think that the storm ain't gonna pass, man, it'll pass,
Yeah,
man. The storms pass,
yeah,
and things change, and like that's what I love is just the evolution, man. I've changed, try to evolve so many things in my life. I got my dog here. She's making tough girl noises here.
that's all
So,
right. That's all
um,
right.
uh, but things change, man, and you gotta evolve and move on. And
hmm
if you're not doing like, I always growing up, man, I was always listening to like my favorite rappers and stuff and artists and interviews. Always be like, man, just just do what you love,
hmm
do what you love, and
hmm
and you'll figure it out. Like, do what you love, and I'd be like, well, yeah, but like, how come these guys can't be doing what they love, and they're,
uh-huh.
you know what I mean? Like, they're putting out terrible shit, but they're getting paid. And
There's an exchange for that,
so,
right? It's gonna be some sort of
yeah,
exchange for
yeah,
that.
yeah. But one thing that they don't say on top of it is do what you love, but don't expect anything from it.
Absolutely.
And once you stop dude, once I stopped caring about like what
hmm
anyone truly thought, man, and just like work to my standard,
hmm
that's when I was like, oh, I love this, man. Like I
Yeah.
love this evolution of this, OGB
Yeah.
is coming out of the grave to enjoy himself and get back and bring back that rap and
Yeah.
bring back that rawness, that fun side that has turned into scatting and
hmm
skibidi blah.
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, man.
I like a good flow, man, and I like some music.
Yeah.
I'm not an old man hater, but
Yeah. But you
but
just got you got your lane, right? We all got our lane that we love, and
yeah,
I'm the old head who has the same sound with everything I do, or people can kind of
yeah, man.
identify. Oh, I know what your show sounds like. It's gonna be nothing but cats spitting bars and all that stuff. You don't do.
Oh yeah,
I'm
yeah.
I'm 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 always gonna be album cut guy. I'm never gonna be single that's released on the radio guy. You know what I'm saying? So it's just.
Yeah, that's yeah, because you listen, man, and
Mm,
you're from an era where, dude, we bought a tape and
mm,
we pressed play on one side, and it
mm,
was important that that album was strong,
mm-hmm,
man.
mm-hmm,
We're not from the era of the singles. The singles started coming out like mid '90s, but like mostly like R&B and
mm-hmm,
stuff like that, you
mm-hmm,
know. But
mm-hmm.
then we got some rap in the late '90s, but singles, I don't know, man. It's no fun that way, man. It's like
Nah,
where's the work,
yeah.
Where's the work?
The sing
Let
the
me hear what you're about.
The single should always lead up to the full body work, the rest of the book, right? It should be a little page
Yeah,
out of the
man.
book, and then
Yeah,
we get
man.
jewels like you know what I'm saying, that drops
Oh,
this
man.
heat, you know what I mean?
Oh, love and respect, man.
Absolutely,
Love
man.
and respect.
So we
I
hit.
remember I went and tried to steal the Exhibit album, the
Uh
first one,
huh.
from HMV, and I accidentally stole the single to Paparazzi, and I was so disappointed.
So I got a similar story. I tried to go get I was trying to get something Tupac, I can't remember, but I ended up with How Do You Want It, but the B side was Hit 'Em Up. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah,
And
yeah,
so when I
yeah.
heard that, I was like, wait a minute, what is this? Wait, this ain't the
The
this
B side was hit him
the
up.
V
The
side
how
was
do
hit him
you
up.
want
Yeah,
it?
the V side was hit
That's
him
a
up.
that's a that's an interesting side B to
It
that
was. It
first
was.
track, right?
It threw me off, man, because I was just like,
Oh
this
man.
ain't what I thought. I think I was trying to get toss it up or something. I don't remember, but I remember it being.
Yeah, yeah.
I remember
Just
being.
like the hardest disc joint ever.
Yeah, it was the hardest disc record at the time that people still play to this day. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, yeah. Oh yeah.
So we hitting quarter four, and you mentioned earlier you working on the instrumental album. We got any more collaborative projects with any MCs that you can talk about that's in the works or?
Well, I think I'm really gonna try and plan out a big old collabo album, man.
Mm-hmm.
Like I wanna get some cats that I maybe worked with before,
Mm-hmm.
and do something that will get people to listen, you know,
Mm-hmm.
like and I really enjoy but one of my buddies he produces for a group called Sergeant and Comrade,
Okay.
and they've worked with tons of different artists within Canada and the States and stuff, and he's an incredible producer, man. He's gonna like kind of executive produce that and help me put like a really dope little banger album together. You know, I'm really excited for it, especially to get my touch to it when I start digging and stuff. You know,
Yeah.
so
How
yeah.
many
So
tracks do you visualize for something like that?
honestly, man, for albums like that, I always think like like 10 to 15, but if it's 15, then maybe a couple of bonus tracks,
Mm-hmm.
you know,
Mm-hmm.
like I don't know.
It's
It just depends.
the goalpost always moves in these type of situations, right? Because I'll tell you about me.
Yeah.
I'm working on my Heat Tape album. That was
Oh
originally
yes.
it was originally gonna be a beat album, right? I was like, I'll just do an instrumental album. We'll call it the Heat Tape, right?
Yeah, yeah.
So then I had one cat hit me. Was like, yo, let me run one of those raps on one of those beats. I said, okay. So we'll do an instrumental featuring one artist, you know, and then we'll do it that
Yeah.
way. And then it became
Yeah.
a partner of mine who's a producer as well. He hit me up and was like, man, I got all these beats I need to get out of here and start working with, man. You know what I'm saying? You know people. So then it became a collaborative album where it's
Oh
gonna be
yeah,
that.
dude.
So now it's literally like it was gonna be 10, like you said, 10 tracks. And now
Yeah, yeah.
it's looking like 15 and 16 now. And I'm like,
Yeah,
this
yeah, yeah.
is it's becoming too much for work now,
But
man.
yo, you know what's fresh though is like the instrumental side with like a few
Mm-hmm.
vocal sides, you
Mm-hmm.
know? Like
Mm-hmm.
me and my homie Meta One put out this album, Toothface Swaggerfoot,
Mm-hmm.
like way back in the early 2000s.
Mm-hmm.
And I do a track, he does a track. I do a track, he
Mm-hmm.
does a track, I do a track, all the way down.
Mm-hmm.
And it came together really dope, man, because he's got this real like sloppy Detroit,
Yeah.
you know, swing and all of his stuff that's really fresh, and his like super choppy, you know,
Yeah.
bouncy bass lines. Like doing that is a lot of fun too, man.
Yeah.
Depending on how you want to mix it into each other.
Yeah, yeah, and I think that's how we sequencing it so far. Is it's gonna be every other, you know, we're gonna do it that way, and then we got a couple
Yeah.
instrumental interludes in there we did, so it's gonna be dope, man. I'm gonna definitely have to
Yeah,
send you a
man.
copy
That's
whenever
fresh.
it's done and ready. You know what I'm
Please,
saying?
man. Yes.
Dope.
All the copies, all the links, all the like any MCs you think are super dope too, man. Just send me
Absolutely.
links because like
Absolutely.
I'll tune in when I can. You know what I mean? And
Absolutely.
like some of
Absolutely.
these cats, I'm like, fuck, you
Yeah.
know?
I think after I'm done with this project, I may could send you a couple things our way to do something for next year too,
Yeah,
man. Because
man.
I got some plans for next year too, production wise. What I
Oh
want to
yeah.
do. So
Oh,
yeah,
for
man,
real, man.
absolutely, man. So we know
We'll
we
get macabre with that shit.
absolutely, man.
Yeah.
So you're still having fun, right? Still loving doing this. Like you said, you're doing actually having more
Yeah,
fun than
man.
before. What keeps that vibe going, man? What keeps you in that headspace to just enjoy doing what you're doing?
Yeah, it's just like like I'm sure it's the same, but like I have to make music, man.
Mm-hmm,
Like
mm-hmm,
it's my artistic output. If I can't do that, I get a little, you
mm-hmm,
know. So
mm-hmm,
I have to constantly make it, and you just get to a point, I think, man, in life where you just start just being grateful for what it is, you know,
mm-hmm.
and and you just like for a while I kind of forgot that I loved the process of it, and not just like the process of like chopping and making a beat, but like, dude, going and finding that record at the thrift shop that you're like, why is this here? Ooh, I'm taking this, like, and then or like listening to a bunch of records and finding something that someone else used back in the day while you're digging for your sample. Like all these little things, man, have so much to it, so much part of the process of creating a beat and like man, like I've been digging records is one of my favorite things, especially finding like weird little gems, man. Estate sales, man.
Absolutely.
If I lived in the States, man, I'd clean you suckers dry, man. Whenever I go to the States, I'm like, oh,
yeah,
I can take all this back, man. Like,
man,
oh,
yeah. I got,
man.
I wish I could show. Well, you can't see it, but I got a Techniques cassette player right up here. My wife got from the estate sale for like. Oh, you can see it.
That's it.
Show it to you right here. See that right
Dude,
there?
estate sales are, oh, there it is, man.
I got that right there.
Yeah.
And then this little tape holder.
Yeah, I had one of those.
Oh, and actually, look what we got here. Look what we got here.
Oh, yeah. Oh, there it is. Yeah, there it is.
We got that.
Oh, love and respect.
Oh, wait.
Love it, man.
The homie sent me this too, man, as a thank
you. Yeah, the old school. Yeah, man, that's fresh, dude. Yeah, man.
So I got you in my collect, man. But yeah, man, the state sales is where I get a lot of my electronic-y stuff.
That's dope.
You know what I mean?
That's dope. Yeah, man.
Yeah, man, we definitely
that one was recorded in Vancouver. That was a good album, man.
It's dope. I listened to it a lot, actually. I've listened to it a few times. Yeah. And I like how you got the original EP and then you got the remixes on the second side of this.
Oh yeah, man. With all the other cats. Yeah, they killed it too, man.
Yeah, man. So that's your legacy, right? You know what I'm saying? People find these gems in this out there. That's the beautiful part about this whole thing, man. Is like you said, when you don't expect nothing back and you do it for the love, it's always going to find the right ears, you know what I'm saying? And hopefully everybody, because I'm the type of person, I dig into the music. I get invested in it. So I love hearing the backstories of the artists and stuff like that. So hopefully you're still getting that same feeling from other people who listen to your music too, bro. Because I think you're dope. I think you're really dope at what you do, man. I love the new stuff.
I'm grateful, man.
And I love the new project, you know what I'm saying? I love the video, the lead single that you did with the, you was put me up on game about hockey and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah. Little Jerry Cheever, the Scarface, eh?
Yeah, man. So definitely dope, man. So how can we get a hold of Dirty Sample and Old Gorilla Bones, man? What's the best way we can follow you?
I mean, like, just, follow me on whatever your platform is for music, Apple, Spotify, Deezer. Do people use Deezer? Why does it always load up on Deezer? Yeah. People use Deezer?
I guess so. It's out there.
In what country? Like, what country is Deezer used, man? It's wild.
That's overseas somewhere, probably.
It's on all those lists, though, like YouTube Music, blah, 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 Deezer. Yeah. I'm like, what is the fuck is Deezer? I've never seen an ad for them, never seen anything. Anyways, so that for sure. And then, man, honestly, I just, like, kind of go on Instagram sometimes at the Dirty Sample, but I'm not a big social media dude. But once in a while, I like dipping around. I like funny stuff. Some of that stuff gets me going. And then Han Solo Records, man. HanSoloRecords.com. At Han Solo, like, just shout out to Thomas, man, who honestly, dude, has supported me so much, put out so much of my music, and without question, he's trusted me on things and showed love and support, man. So I got so much respect for that.
Yeah, dope. You guys got a dope relationship too. I love Thomas is my guy. I had him on the show a few months ago, just kind of to break down, his story and stuff like that. And you don't find a lot of people. You don't find a lot of people like that in this industry that cares that much about, the artist and cares about, putting out good quality, material and stuff like that.
Man.
You know what I'm saying? Like
some of the cats he's put out, like, I mean, when I was growing up as a Canadian hip hop kid, I was like in awe of Han Solo Records.
Yeah,
like I was because DJ Moves and Buck 65, and Local Only, and like these cats that like they put out so much crazy dope, like weird dope Canadian hip hop that was like, man, like have you ever listened to like old Buck 65? Like the Vertex, that album, The Vertex, so weird, man, but it's so good.
It feels right. Like, it just feels right,
dude. It's like a small town Canadian white kid dropping a rap album, but like it's good.
Yeah,
it's not too, you know, it's not like too cheesy in the wrong parts, you
Yeah,
know? Like
yeah,
it's just, because I hear a lot of that type of music, bro, and it ain't good, man. I
yeah,
just hear a lot of stuff where I'm like, oh, keep going, buddy, you
yeah.
know, but
keep learning.
you know, but when people do stuff right, it hits, you
Yeah,
know, and
yeah,
again, that's because they're doing it because that's what they have to do. That's
yeah,
what they love. It's who they are. You
yeah.
know, that's why you do it. You know what I'm saying?
It's
It's
always
like
about
you
the
got
quality.
standards because
Yeah.
exactly,
We just can't have anybody
exactly.
on here. Yeah. If anything, I cut back on interviews just because I was tired of the norm. I was like, man,
Oh,
you sound like the cat that was on here last week. I don't know if I
oh man,
can. So I purposely took a
yeah.
little mini break. Actually, I think you're the second person I talked to since I got back from my little hiatus. So
Oh, nice,
it's
nice,
always good.
man.
It's always good to catch up and talk to good people, man. Because I was like, I can't.
Yeah, G,
It's,
respect.
it's been a lot going on, and I got to stop wasting time. Like you said, you got to
Oh
stop
man.
wasting time with people and things. So,
Yeah,
uh,
yeah, that's true, man. I'm on some like universal stuff now where I'm like, you bring the good people around you that matter, man. Like nothing else matters. Like we live in this weird world where we're these like meat vessels who like
mhm.
experience the weirdest things and like we're on a rock floating through space. It's, you know what I mean? Like
Yeah,
it doesn't
yeah.
make any sense. So like,
You can't
don't
explain
ever,
it.
don't ever forget it's a game. Just do what you love until that's all you're doing. You know
Yeah,
what I'm saying? Like that's
absolutely.
it. That's it.
Absolutely,
Yeah.
man, brother. Well, we're gonna keep in
Mm.
touch, and we will have to send some work your way, and vice versa. And
Yeah, man. Hit me up, man.
I can definitely get you some dope MCs that whenever you start working on that project, just let me know when you're ready and how we can help out.
100%.
How
Yeah.
we can help out with that? Because
Yeah, man.
I know some hungry cats right now that's ready to rip some
Okay. I
beats up
dig
right
it.
now.
And I know you got standards. I know you got standards, so it'll be good. It'll
Yeah.
be good.
Well, we'll
I
start with the
like
people that
this.
I
I
work
like
with
this.
first, up close and
Yeah,
personal
yeah.
first, because I can't have just anybody represent, our names and stuff
Oh,
like
I get you. I get you. I
that.
get you. Yeah, no, I appreciate you. Yeah.
Absolutely, man. Dope,
All
man.
right, word,
He
man.
goes by the name of Old Gorilla Bones. Got this new project that he just
Yeah.
dropped, the Revenge Part 2. It's available everywhere, physicals and everything, and digital. Like you said, go to all the places that you can get your music physical. Digital and you said physical. You can go to what was the website again for that?
HanSoloRecords.com.
There you go. Go get that, man.
Yeah.
And they put out great stuff, man. I got
Order it up.
CDs, I got cassettes from them, and they always give you top tier stuff, man. So it's definitely dope.
Oh man, love and respect. Buy the wax. Get the vinyl, man.
Gotta get the
vinyl.
vinyl.
Always
Get the
buy.
vinyl. Get the vinyl. I know.
Yeah,
And
man.
you and as an artist on this side, you don't really make that much money off the vinyl these days. So when you,
No, yeah, no.
but it's good
It
to
ain't
have it in
about
your
that.
hand.
It's more for you. Yeah,
Exactly.
because it's the art, man. It's the art. You got to get the art. You
Absolutely,
know?
man. And I
Yeah,
know we'll hear
man.
some new material from you soon. And then, like I said, bro, we'll definitely stay in touch. And we got you, man.
Yeah.
All
Yeah,
right.
I'll send you some. I'll send you some like 3 beat packs in the future, man.
I got you. I got a couple of them sending your way too. See if anything talks to you.
Okay,
You know what I'm
okay.
saying? But
I dig it.
hold
I
on just a
dig it.
second, brother. Let's get off the air and let's
Oh,
chop it up a little bit.
yeah, yeah.
All right.
Fire Rock Zone. Kawon J.